So, what we just did was a sage cleanse, starting off. And we're taking deep inhales, holding, and exhale slow, and releasing all negative energy, overthinking, resistance, fears. And we use the shakers to unblock any blockages in the energy and auric field. That's what the shakers are utilized for. But I thought that right now would be a good start to sage and start our week off with cleansing our energy and having a nice, clear mind, which the incense that I was using was clarity. So we were calling in clarity and giving thanks for clarity for anybody who has been dealing with a cloudy mind or too much anxiety. Hello. Dealing with anxiety or overthinking, over planning, and I get it because I'm very much like that. That's why I have to take time sometimes to re-center our energy and do a cleanse. I've been a lot of places. I usually stay in another city with my family on the weekends. So when I come home on Sunday, it's time to get back in and balance my energy and auric field. Hi, Jazzy J. What's up? What's up? I'm Tasha with Encompass Awe. If you are not subscribed to my channel and you would like to be, go for it. I would love to have you join with us. I'm going to pull a few cards from this herbery deck. And what does the herb plants have to speak with us and share with us? This is not the first time this card has come out. Well, it is the first time this card has came out this week because it's Monday now. But last week this card came out a few times. This is Just Be. Do you see the balance of these stones on this card? And it's sitting over the waters. The waters, guys, in your dreams and in metaphor represent your emotions. So when you see a card like this with stones on it, you are above your emotions. And right now is a good way to reset for the week so that you can be above your emotions. You can be above the mentalities that are running you instead of you running them. Yeah, sure. Just be. Right now is a good time to get balanced and relax before starting this week. Guides, spirit, ancestors, share a word, clarity, peace, and balance. How to encourage us starting off this week. Encourage us with some wisdom on starting our weeks together here and individually. But as a collective, what will help us have an easier but abundant week this week? Before Natasha, myself, goes to bed, because I'm getting ready to go to bed. You know, this card flew out right when you asked that question. And it says remember. I'm not going to give you a yes or no answer on that. It says something about for you to remember. I really feel like this was for you. I'm not going to say your name on here, but the person who just asked me that question, there's something in the details of remembering something that's key. I kind of feel like it's remember the love that you once had, though. Like, whether he is or isn't, Like, remember that love, and maybe a conversation about remembering that love and how you can do that together. Yeah. I send love towards you, and I remorse that you're feeling that and going through that right now. Been there, and I'm sorry that you're going through that. However, you are heavily supported, but there's something in remembering. You got to remember something. I really think it's your love, though. Some love is worth fighting for. That's a decision you got to make, babe. Also, a love worth fighting for is a love that is your love for yourself. And if something impedes on it, or if he has done that before, you have to decide, is it going to cost you your peace if you don't trust him anymore? You know? But, so there's that. I'm going to sage real quick and shift the energy here. We're going to sage the energy here. That was a heavy subject, but I'm glad we were able to talk, sweetie. And I'm sorry. Choices are hard, man. And here lately it's been like a lot of choice energy. Really, like weeks now, weeks. And really, like, it's like lately in the energy, everywhere we've been and in the collective, it's been like you have a choice to make. Choose your higher self in this path that's ahead of you and the path that you desire, or stay on the rotation belt, stay on the hamster wheel. And I know that most of us want a new journey, a new path, because the old one's not serving us like it used to. That's okay though. Blessings and abundance, divine alignment, whatever it is for all of you, choosing self-love and healthy love. Healthy love, whether that has to be for yourself or whatever, the people you hang out with. Healthy love, okay? Oh, back into the collective energy. Spirit, I give great thanks. I appreciate wisdom. What can you give us to encourage us to have a good, productive week with good energy, without losing our energy? Like, help us, give us discernment, give us wisdom. What will encourage us throughout this week? How can we handle it different for it to feel smoother while we're out doing? Spirit, thank you. Thank you. Guys, Just Be came out again. Just Be came out again. And this says, distill yourself. But this is a maze on this card. Dude, guys, I feel like some of you, this is what your brain feels like. Like, I have so many options and I don't know which one leads to a dead end. Which one's going to keep me, like, turning around and trying to figure out how to get to the other side. And there is no, like, finish line. But some of you feel like there is, because you have goals and you have vision that you once had, and you don't know if you should let them go or if you should start with a new vision. I do hear that you have permission to have a new vision. If you want to let go of the other one, you can. If something is meant for you, it will still be there. Like, as far as your mission, as far as, like, where you're going and where you're heading. This is, like, a lot for somebody's mind. I had a dream, like, last year while I was pregnant still. I'm not anymore. He's 8 months old. But I had a dream while I was pregnant still, and I had to figure out how to get through a maze that looked like this. And it was insane. It was insane. And it took a certain type of mentality to do it. Alright, guys, we're going to pull one more card, and I am going to bed. Lila Tov. That's good night in Aramaic Hebrew. Is Lila Tov. Suggestion. Come to calm in your mind. That's what that maze is about. Just be means stay in flowing energy. This is driving you in a rat race. Like, even when you're not busy, your mind is busy. And listen, I get it. I get it. I had severe anxiety a long time ago. A long time ago. And I felt anxiety a couple times last week. And I was like, oh my God, I do not miss this. No, thank you. Clarity on the week ahead. Some wisdom and guidance on how can we handle this week ahead. Just key wisdom and discernment for the week ahead. Thank you. I give thanks. Thank you, Spirit, ancestors. Last card. My ring keeps sliding over. Oh, my finger keeps slowing my hand down here. I might have to take it off tomorrow. Integration. Dude, I love this card. Integration. There's a spider web here, and the spider in the middle, and all these different things here on the sides. You have an acorn, the heart, the moon, a moth, a boat, and the brain. Remember what I was saying a little bit ago? I was saying something about coming from your mind and your heart and then bringing them into a balance. Actually, that was another reading. But since we have the heart and the brain here, we have best to not dichotomize our thoughts and goals, but to bring them into a unity. And the same thing with our emotions and our brain and our heart. We need to bring them into a harmony gracefully with one another and find what that answer is that brings them both peace. Find the direction that brings our heart and our mind to peace. But a lot of us are in denial and distractions. So we pick the easiest path instead of the one that's going to honor your spirit, the one that's going to honor you. And society pressures us to be pleasing to other people, and that's great, There's nothing wrong with that. However, sometimes we're denying the core of ourself, which is causing us anxiety. And then we have Mondays. So what I asked for was guidance on how to handle this week ahead better. And this says just be. So say that we go into this week and we're satisfying everybody while conflicting with our inner self. That's not going to allow us to be above the water of our emotions. That's not going to allow us to be the master and the control over our emotions. This water here. And then the things that would be growing off of our balance and our healthy emotions won't be necessarily growing in the same way because we're going to be full of friction. So that's why it's saying, master your mind, get everything in harmony. That's why we started this week off with a cleanse and this reading, is so that we could be clean for when we wake up and we face the world this week. We will be in our own energy, not anybody we hung out with this week, not even myself, but in your own energy. And we master our minds by breathing through, by releasing. If that's like writing it on a notebook paper, the things that stress you out, and then delete, not deleting, but burning it or tearing it up, whatever feels like release to you. Okay? And this is integration. So everything that you have to utilize, everything you have to utilize, you master it. You don't let it master you. You master it. You're welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome. I love, like, I didn't used to like spiders, but some of you, your spirit animal may be a spider. Like, and look into that, what that means. It is one of my spirit animals for sure. But the way that it interweaves life and attracts what it needs to survive, like to its home base, to its nest, okay, to its web. That's how we need to function. Like, we're not like over tearing, over exhausting ourselves to get what we need done, but we create the nest and it comes to us. So we can rest a little bit more with steady waters. But some of you, seriously, some of you, your spirit animal is a spider. Check that out. I think I've made a short, probably like almost a year ago, about the spider spirit animal and the dolphin, stuff like that. But somebody, seriously, your spirit animal is a spider. I don't know if you can resonate with that, but I do, and I love it, and it's awesome. It's just different archetypes of who you are and the ways that they can teach you better about yourself and how to. What I notice is the spirit animals appear at different times to help you navigate through life and evolve to your next level. And I have multiple, but they change at which times I'm dealing with them and learning from them. And because I don't always need the same spirit animal to be speaking and teaching me. But this card, which is going to be the last card and I'm closing out, is Heart's Home. Heart's Home. Look at the roots. Try to get some time chilling at home. Doing some non-busy activities, just here and there. Try to get some time alone. Which I had couple readings I heard from other people this today, and it said, those readings both said, get into solitude some this week. This is the perfect time to take some time to be alone. And I think that that's definitely a good idea. Whether you're busy doing stuff because you have to, because we're all grown and we got stuff to do, just try to find some time for yourself to have some alone time or some steady time, whatever you got to do. I got 3 kids here living with me, so I still find it somehow, right? Like right now, this is when my baby's sleeping. And my older daughter's watching that one. And then my son, who's 17, he's upstairs in his room. So, but I get it, that it's not always easy, but Spirit is calling you to deeper and to better know yourself. And we're going to better know ourselves when we don't allow ourselves to be busy 24/7. And I get that that's hard, but seriously, because you're worth it. Do you want to greater love yourself? Do you want to greater know yourself? Do you want to greater grow? And hear what your ancestors have to say to you? How can we hear if we are always busy? I'm not trying to say that to hate on you, but because I know that you deserve to know yourself better and to have the answers you're looking for in life. And if we're really busy, we can't hear. We can't hear. The way of the water. Just flow with the water, like ebb and flow. Enjoy your guys' week. Seriously. Enjoy your week. And you know what? I'm going to say it one more time. Okay? We're going to cleanse the energy one more time. Just be, guys. Just flow this week. Enjoy. Feel. Love on your own energy. This week, remember that your own energy should be your own favorite place to be. Your own energy should be your favorite place to be. Should be your favorite entertainment. Seriously. Some of you might actually have to spend some time in the mirror and ask yourself hard questions or just say, I love you. It might be really hard to say that. I don't know. But it's time to just be and relax